What's up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm back with another prediction video. This week, I'm going to be breaking down UFC Vegas 64, Lemos versus Rodriguez. Decent card, kind of a tricky card. You got 4 female fights and 2 heavyweight fights, so you know what I mean. You gotta pick your battles there, but it's going to be an overall good card. I already got some really good, solid bets in, and I'm still waiting for the over/unders to drop. But yeah, man, it's going to be a decent card. It's got to be better than UFC Vegas 63, man. Halloween weekend card. Let's look at the recap on that. Yeah, man, it was a tough one, you know. Went 2 and 3 on my bets for minus 3.05 units. My 2 winning bets, I had Chase Hooper under 2.5 rounds, man, and that went smooth. Plus 1.5 units on that. That was easy cash. Second winning bet was Vandera over 1.5 rounds plus 2 units on that, and that was an easy cash. I should have went bigger on that. I'm going to start going bigger on spots that I really like and just hammer them. 3 losing bets, man. Park over 2.5 rounds. Yeah, man, Joseph Holmes just kind of quit in that. You know, he was doing good with the grappling. He was getting out grappled, obviously, but he wasn't really getting pounded out or nothing. He kind of just laid there and gave up his neck. So that's what happens sometimes. So his first loss, minus 2.25 units. Second loss was Dustin Jacoby, minus 2.5 units, and that one hurt. You know what I mean? I thought he clearly won the first 2 rounds, and I thought he clearly had the decision. If he would have got that decision, I would have won. Even with the Cater loss, I would have won 0.95 units and kept the winning streak going to 8 weeks in a row. But instead, Dustin Jacoby got screwed, so minus 2.5 units there. And my third losing bet was Calvin Cater, man, blew out his knee. So I made 5 bets, and 2 of my bets ended up being, you know, just not even really bets. About 40% of my bets ended up being nothing, and I still almost came out ahead. Even with the Jacoby fiasco, if Cater could have won, I would have came out $25 ahead, 0.25 units, but he did not. Blew out his knee with a jumping knee, which is super weird because, you know, he's not really a jumping knee guy. So, but it is what it is, man. Holiday weekend brought my 7-week winning streak to an end, but we are going to start another one with this week. I really like this week, to be honest. That brings my official bet record to 159 and 115 for plus 55.75 units. And yeah, man, I really thought I had that win. I really thought when the Jacoby thing was being read off that I was going to have that win. And then after that, you know, it was just I was going to be in plus money regardless. But that is not what happened. So yeah, man, we're going to get it back this week for this UFC Vegas 64 card, though. Hopefully, you know, we get decent judges. I need to get better judging, man. That what's his name? Ben Cartledge. That dude's got to go. He was involved in all of the he was involved in the Sean O'Malley judging last week, and then now he's involved in this one, man. It's just not cool. You know what I mean? They need to figure out something about the judging. That's just crazy. Like Jacoby literally almost doubled him up in strikes, you know, and he got hit. Like there was some damage, his face looked damaged, but Roundtree missed like 10, 20, 15, 10, 15 punches where he was just swinging at air. Jacoby was just piecing him up, and it's not like Jacoby got dropped or anything like that. I don't know. It is what it is, man. That's life. So we're going to move on to this UFC Vegas 64 card and get that money back. Double it back. Everybody right now, please take the time to like and subscribe to this video. Subscribe to my page, help out, support it. Get me throw a comment for me, get my algorithm going. I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, man, Halloween weekend card. Next year I'm gonna have to think about that because weird stuff happens on that. But yeah, man, everybody also go to my Twitter and Instagram and follow me at Blood Money MMA Bets, and that's where you're gonna be able to get my bets earlier than you will for my official bets video. So follow me on there and check out my bets throughout the week. I'll be posting my first one tomorrow afternoon. But yeah, let's get right into this fight card, man. Let's get right into this fight card. First fight is going to be Derrick Minner versus Shayilan Nuerdanbieke. Derrick Minner, man, very dangerous guy. He's 26 and 13, currently sitting at plus 170. Shayilan is 37 and 10, currently sitting at minus 200. You know, giving Minner a little disrespect on the line, but you know, Shayilan's been looking good. Derrick Minner, man, has really good BJJ. You see he's 26-13. He has really good BJJ. He has decent striking. He showed pretty good striking against Ryan Hall last fight. It actually looked like he hurt Hall a couple times in that fight. And he's got good wrestling, decent wrestling to good wrestling, but really, really good BJJ, man. He'll go out there. You see all of his wins mostly are by submission. Almost, I think he's got like one decision, and that was over yeah, all of them are arm bars and stuff, but that was over Charles Rosa, who's extremely durable. He was able to get the win there, but he gets really early submissions. You see right there's he won in 52 seconds over TJ Laramie, a minute 33 over Charlie Dubray. He has a triangle choke win over Terrence McKinney in 57 seconds, and we know how good Terrence McKinney is. Rear naked choke over Clay Collard in 31 seconds. So he definitely has a chance in this fight, man. He's got good uppercuts. He's got 22 submissions, man, with like the decent name guys that I showed you there. So the dude's very, very dangerous. Decent power in his uppercuts and overhand right. Problem with him, man, he slows down after one round. He's been finished in 11 of his 13 losses because he goes very hard in that first and early second round. If he can't get the submission, he usually gasses out and gets finished himself. And all of his finish losses are under 3 rounds. So yeah, man, he's either going to go out here and get the submission, or you know, he's going to end up probably getting finished by Shayilan himself. Shayilan is a tough guy, man. He's got good wrestling, good single leg takedowns. He's got good double leg, power blast doubles, man. Good wrestling coming out of China. Pretty good boxing with pretty good power in both hands. He throws hooks. He can finish guys. He's got really nice offensive and defensive wrestling and grappling. His BJJ seems pretty good. He's got some submissions early in his career back here. But that was, you know, about 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago. But he is losing to lower guys with submission, armbar, rear naked choke, you know, and that's about 4.5 years ago. And that guy was 0-1 that got him with the armbar. But yeah, he's been looking good recently. You know, he's on a pretty good run. He had that loss to Josh Kulabau, but looked good against TJ Brown, looked good against Soriano. This is really going to be a good fight, man. He has a nice jab, powerful leg kicks. He's finished 26 of 37 wins. I think that he may have the better wrestling here, but man, his submission defense is going to have to be on point. And it's going to be so tough because I know he wants to wrestle and take it to the ground too. At -200, I would never touch this. I'm going to take Shayilan to survive the crazy submission attempts of Derrick Minner and get his own submission in that second round, but I am not comfortable. I can definitely see Derrick Minner coming out and getting this win, man. But I do like the under. I'm waiting to see what that line looks like, and I'm going to check that out, you know, if it's a good line. Next fight we have is in the men's heavyweight division. 1 second. When did they move this up to the main card? We got Josh Parisian versus Chase Sherman. Josh Parisian is 15-5, currently sitting at -105. Chase Sherman is 16-10, currently sitting at -115. And this is going to be kind of a sloppy heavyweight fight, but it should be decent because both these dudes are going to throw down. We got Josh Parisian here, man. Decent boxing with decent combos. He doesn't really have all that much power, but he's got good knees to the body, into the head, and the clinch. When guys come in crashing into the pocket, he'll grab the clinch, throw some pretty decent knee and body shots. Pretty good spinning back fist. He's pretty tough and durable because he has to be, because he takes a beating. Parker Porter put a beating on him. Roque Martinez put a beating on him. I don't know how he got that decision. I actually bet him against Roque Martinez. And after that, I'm fading him every time. He was like the worst fighter I ever seen. And then the next fight, he got completely dominated by Dante Almeida. And then he looked okay against Alan Baudot, even though he got dropped against him. And then Baudot just gassed out trying to get the finish. But he's very tough and durable. Finished 13 of his 15 wins with 11 KOs. He's got very good ground and pound if he can get on top. He just doesn't really have the wrestling to get it there. He slows way down after 1.5 rounds, man. Slows way down against Roque Martinez, Parker Porter. All of them he was looking, and Dante Almeida, all of them he was looking decent in that first round. But as soon as he started slowing down, these guys were just pushing him up against the cage and beating him up. He can be clinched up against the cage. He's very sloppy most of the time. You know what I mean? This guy, I don't really see anything good about him. He can be taken down easily when gassed. He's finished in 4 out of his 5 losses. Only 16 of his 15 wins had winning records. This is one thing about this fight that's going to be a big part. Look at this: 0-0, 0-1, 0-0. He lost to a 3-2 guy. 8-9 losing record. 6-5. There's finally one winning record. 4-3, and then 24-8. And them are his only ones. Look, and after that, even after he beat them guys, he loses these 2 fights. But look, 3-6, 4-11, 4-4, 3-1, 8-10, and then 6-1 got him into the UFC. And that guy's not very good, anyways, Chad Johnson. But yeah, you see when he gets in the UFC, he should be 1-3. That Bordeaux win was legit. He should be 1-3 in the UFC. I'm just not impressed with him at all. Chase Sherman, you see his record 16-10. It ain't as pretty as that 15-5. But the difference is he's been fighting in the UFC and fighting tough guys for his whole career. I mean, look at his losses: Arlovsky, Porter, Collier, Romanov. He's fighting dudes with winning records. You know what I mean? Going all the way back, 13-10. Let's see if he ever even fought a guy. 1 losing record. Then he's got the 0-0. He's 3-6. Okay, early in his career, 8 years ago, he was fighting lower level guys. But since then, 20-5, 17-4, 6-1, 11-1. He's been fighting good guys, but he's got pretty good boxing with fast hands. That's the best thing about his game is his boxing. You've seen him box up Jared Vandera. He's got good, powerful leg and body kicks too. He's good at working the body. That's what I like about Chase Sherman. He'll work the body with punches and kicks. He's good at. He's finished his last 8 of 9 opponents. You see that going back. He's finished his last 8 of his 9 wins are all by KO. He showed improved head movement and defense over Vandera, but Vandera is a little bit slower. Very tough and durable unless fighting up a level, man. When he goes up a level, he can get finished by like Romanov. Collier fell on top of him. When they got on top of him, it was over to get that big guy off him. But yeah, man. He's just very tough and durable. Like I said, I think he's actually going to getting a little break here. I think Vandera would be Josh Parisian too. I'm just not impressed with Parisian anywhere, and I like the speed and the power that Chase Sherman's going to have, and I think that he's going to be able to finish Parisian in the 3rd round like he did Vandera. Sherman's very hittable. He can be taken down, but not in this fight. Parisian don't have good wrestling, and I just think that Sherman wins this fight. So I'm going to take Chase Sherman, and I'm going to take him by 1st or 2nd round finish. But yeah, it could definitely be a close fight. It could definitely be a close fight. But up until Parisian slows down and then Chase Sherman takes over. That's what I see here. But Josh Parisian's one of the worst heavyweights that I've seen, dude. He's not good. He's not good anywhere. He gasses, and he's just not really good to me. Next fight is in the women's flyweight division. We got Miranda Maverick versus Shanna Young. Miranda Maverick is 10-4, currently sitting at -650. Shanna Young is 8-4, currently sitting at +475. Let's see. Miranda Maverick, she's got really good boxing with power, man. I've been impressed with her stand-up, how she's looked. Her stand-up look good against Mazo, and then even better on the ground. Blanchfield fight was tough, obviously, but Barber, she looked good. Her striking looked really good against Jillian Robertson. She always throws in combos and ends with her combos with the leg or a body kick. I love that. Really nice offensive wrestling. She's got a nice power double, and she's got good body lock takedowns, good offensive and defensive BJJ, and a good get-up game if she's taken down, unless it's Erin Blanchfield. She's finished 7 of 10 opponents, 6 submissions. She's very physically strong, well-rounded with good cardio. If you look down here, she actually choked out Shanna Young in an Invicta exhibition MMA. She choked her out in the 1st round, and I see a lot of that happening here. She's on a pretty good streak. You see there, she wouldn't besides her legit loss to Blanchfield, she could be 9-1 or something in her last 10 fights. She was taken down and controlled by Blanchfield. That's about the only gap in her game that I see. She's got good wrestling, physically strong, good cardio, good boxing, good striking. I pretty much like her everywhere. Shanna Young, the Shanamo, she's got decent offensive and defensive wrestling. She's got a wrestling background, but she can be out wrestled. Stephanie Egger was able to. Macy Chason. She's got good against Mazzani. She showed decent takedown defense. She's got pretty good BJJ off her back with leg locks and heel hooks, but she's got good ground and pound too when she can get on top. But if she's not on top and her leg locks and her heel hooks don't work, she can get pounded out, man. She's finished 3 times, including the Invicta show. Awkward striking at best. Her stand-up's terrible, man. She's just very hittable. She's very robotic. Throws this weird stiff punches, man. Her stand-up's not good, and she gets grounded and pounded bad, and she can kind of give up a little bit, if it gets going bad. So I'm taking Miranda Maverick here. I'm going to take her by second round sub. I don't know if she gets it done in the first. Shanna Young's improved a little bit, but I'm going to take her in the second round, kind of like Stephanie Egger did here. Was able to ground and pound her out in the second round. I think Miranda Maverick's going to be able to do the same. So give me Miranda Maverick and give me her by finish. Excuse me. Next fight is in the men's flyweight division. Next fight is in the men's flyweight division. We got Jake Hadley versus Carlos Candelario. Jake Hadley's 8-1, currently sitting at -275. Carlos Candelario is 8-2, currently sitting at plus 235. Jake Hadley, man's got really good BJJ. This dude came out of England. He's one of their biggest prospects. Really good BJJ, excellent scrambles and submissions. He's got 4 rear naked chokes. He's got pretty good wrestling. He's usually pretty good size in this division, it seems like, but Candelario is pretty big for this division. He's really heavy on top, though. When he can get the takedown, heavy on top, good transitions, good ground and pound. Like I said, excellent control. He's got really good scrambles, man. He's very, very tough with excellent cardio, good wrestling, well-rounded, man, for his age. Definitely. He's been doing this mixed martial arts thing for a while, since he was a kid. He started, I believe, at like 12 or 13 years old. You seen he had that tough loss to Nascimento, man. Nascimento was just able to out-wrestle him and out-grapple him. But he looked good in his other fights, was undefeated up until then. And he's just good. He's well-rounded. His grappling's really good, and I think that's what's going to be a big factor in this fight. Carlos Candelario, man, you seen him in his last fight. He put up a pretty decent fight for the first 2 rounds against Tatsuro Toyara, which you've seen is pretty good because that dude's a bad mofo. Carlos has pretty good boxing. He was a Golden Glove boxer as a kid. Really good at throwing and combo. Really good ground and pound when he can get on top or get the reversal. He's got good reversals and a pretty good get-up game. Very squirrely on the ground and able to not get subbed. Showed improved takedown defense in the Tahara fight, but man, its takedown defense is terrible. I went and watched a bunch of his fights. I watched this Candido fight on the Contender Series. That dude took him down like 7 times, held him down. When it got up, he was able to beat him up a little bit. Still a really close fight. Then this fight was close. But I'm not that high on him. I just think that he can be taken down. Tatsuro took him down, held him down. Victor Altamirano was even able to land a takedown. He's not even a wrestler. Yeah, man, I'm taking Jake Hadley. I'm going to take him by decision because, like I said, Carlos Candelario is tough to finish. But I do think Hadley out-wrestles him for the whole 3 rounds, and he can strike with him too. I mean, Hadley's got nice kicks, nice punches, and he's going to be the more physically strong guy. So give me Jake Hadley in the spot. I'm going to take him by decision. I'll look at the over, but I'll look at what the over-under is because I do think this fight goes over too. So we'll see what that is. Next fight is in the men's bantamweight division. We got Johnny Munoz Jr. versus Liudvik Shayilan. Munoz Jr. is 11-2, currently sitting at -210. Liudvik is 9-2-1, currently sitting at +180. And yeah, man, this should be a pretty good fight. Both these guys are got wrestling backgrounds. Johnny Munoz Jr. is a legit BJJ world champion competitor in the IBJJF. Decent jab, decent double jab, decent kicks, front kick, head kick, push kicks. His striking's pretty versatile. He's just not very powerful, and he still doesn't look comfortable, even though he does throw pretty good punches. He's got good timing on his singles and doubles, decent body lock takedown, really good top control and transitions, man. When he gets you down and gets on top, it's like this Nate Maness fight, man, that people don't get up. Jamie Simmons, when the first time he was able to get him down, rear naked choked him in the second. Good. He's finished 9 of 11 wins, 7 subs, 2 KOs, ground and pound. He looked in great shape in his last fight against Tony Gravely here. He just got hit with a little weird uppercut when he was going in for a shot, and right on the chin, and just put him out, man, 1 minute into the first round. So we really didn't get to see any improvements or anything, but he did look in better shape. But in the Jamie Simmons fight, man, his striking looked pretty terrible. He's at a low level of competition. You see here. Pretty much dudes with losing records all the way up until his 8th fight. So I don't know, man. It's hard to tell if this kid is going to be good or not. His striking isn't that good. He's low output on the feet, and he was KO'd. What's his chin like? He was KO'd by that small shot. Liudvik, though, man, I'm not impressed with this dude either. He's just got like some decent wrestling. He's got international wrestling experience, very tough and durable, good forward pressure, decent jab, and very durable with good cardio, man. That's all I really seen out of this guy. Nothing really impressed me. Beat a little smaller Mitch Raposo on the Ultimate Fighter. He lost to Ricky Turcios, where he kind of just was getting beat up most of the fight, and then Jack Shore beat him up. I don't know though. Here, I'm just so not impressed with Johnny Munoz, but Liudvik's climb, man, his striking ain't good. He's very slow and stiff in the striking. He got a terrible get up game when he does get taken down. And in the short fight, man, he was getting taken down pretty easily in that fight. So I do think that Munoz will be able to land a couple takedowns and at least hold him down. He won't finish him. I'm going to be looking at the over in this too, because you see Shayilan, all these decisions. You know what I mean? He's not a finisher either. Decision. He don't get finished. So I'm going to be looking at the over in that fight, and we'll see what that is. But yeah, give me Johnny Munoz by decision, just because I think of ground control and top control like he did to Nate Maness. Next fight is in the women's strawweight division. We got Jinh Frey versus Polyana Viana. Jinh Frey is 11-7, currently sitting at this line has actually switched. They have her at -120, but it has switched. Jinh Frey's 11-7, currently sitting at +107. Polyana Viana is 12-5, currently sitting at -127. Jinh Frey, former atomweight, coming up, our fight, and she's had to fight at flyweight her career in the UFC. She's 37 years old, 37 and a half. And she's got good technical striking, decent boxing, good straight left, right down the middle. Straight punches and combo are nice when she does let them go. She's got decent offensive wrestling. She can be taken down. She's very tough with decent cardio. But man, she's 37 years old. She looked kind of not good in this Vanessa Demopoulos fight. She was letting go in combination here and there, and I thought it was enough kind of to get the win. But Demopoulos was landing takedowns. Demopoulos was landing big shots too, and it just wasn't a good look. Her fight with Yoder was kind of tough. She got the win there, but Yoder's not all that great. And DePaula, she was able, when she was losing the striking exchanges, she was able to take her down. But yeah, man, she's just very hittable. She looked very hittable in her last fight. Her last 8 wins have gone to decision, so she's not very dangerous at all. She can be taken down. She's slow and plodding coming forward. There's no movement. She just like tries to walk you down, and she's very low output, man. And that last loss against Vanessa Demopoulos was kind of terrible. Vanessa Demopoulos is small too. If you look at her, if you look at Vanessa Demopoulos, what is she? She is she's 5'2" with the 62-inch reach. 5'2" with the 62-inch reach. Her opponent in this fight, Polyana Viana, she is 5'5" with the 67-inch reach. So she's gonna be 2 inches taller with 2 inches more of reach, where Jinh Frey is 53 inches, 5'3" with the 65-inch reach. Polyana Viana, 5'5" with the 67-inch reach. And Polyana Viana, man, is dangerous. She's 12-5. She's got really good wins, all quick arm bars. She's got some knockouts, but man, her striking, everything has been looking improved lately. Excellent BJJ and submissions, world class. Said she was like a 21-time state champ for jiu-jitsu in Brazil. Striking is getting improved, man. She's got really nice head kicks and body kicks, and her punches are nice and straight right down the middle and combo. She has excellent arm bars, triangle chokes, arm triangles, everything. At least 7 wins by subs. Very fast head kicks and body kicks. If you go watch all her fights versus Whitmire, these girls do not want to take her down because they know how dangerous she is. Versus Whitmire, she started piecing her up, standing up. So Whitmire shot in, got the takedown, and then very shortly after was armbarred. Same thing with Mallory Martin. Polyana was piecing her up, man. And then as soon as Mallory Martin shot in, she was armbarred shortly after but it wasn't like these girls are just wanting to take her down or Polyana's taking them down. They're taking her down because of her striking. Against Tabitha Ricci, she was doing really good in the striking. The only problem here is Tabitha Ricci is a high-level black belt too, so she was actually able to take her down and stay safe against Polyana Viana, and I don't see that happening here, man. I think Polyana Viana, with her size and her striking, is going to be able to start hitting Jinh Frey. Either Jinh Frey is going to shoot in on her own, or Polyana Viana can get a takedown. But I think Polyana Viana, honestly, man, is going to be better here everywhere. She's younger, she's faster, she's taller, she's longer. I think that her striking is going to be better because Jinh Frey doesn't really use kicks. So I'm going to take Polyana Viana. I think that she can win by sub, or that she can win by decision, because I think she actually has the better striking. Her cardio looked good against in her last fight. So I just think that she can pull this off. And I'm not impressed with Jinh Frey. Jinh Frey was submitted in the 3rd round by Kay Hansen. And as we know, that's, not a good look. Not a good look at all. Kay Hansen's nowhere near the grappler that Polyana Viana is, and she's not as big as Polyana Viana. So give me Polyana Viana. I'm going to take her by decision or sub. I think she can get it done both ways. And it should be a pretty good fight, The next fight is in the women's bantamweight division. We got Ramona Pascual versus Tamires Vidal. Pascal's 6-4, currently sitting at plus 135. Vidal is 6-1, currently sitting at minus 155. Ramona Pascual, man, I'm kind of impressed with her. She looked pretty decent in both of her fights, even in a loss on short notice to Josiane Nunes, who's a beast. That girl's very tough, but Ramona Pascual, decent kickboxing, nice clinch with knees to the body and head in the clinch. I really like that in the fights that I was watching her on. Powerful body and head kicks. She hurt Jocelyn Edwards with a body kick in that first round and almost finished her. Pretty good boxing, throws and combos with some pretty decent power, and she's very tough and durable. She's good offensive and defensive wrestling and grappling. That might be, her better the best part of her game. And even though she's got pretty good stand up with that, she's got a key lock, punches, doctor stoppage. She's heavy on top. If she can get you down and get on top, she's really, really heavy. She's very tough and durable. She's good at ending combos with grabbing that tie clinch, man, in the end, the body and head. And I really like that. She can be really hittable though. Standing up, she can be really hittable. She can be slow and plotting. And she's going to be at a speed disadvantage, I feel like, in this fight, but I still feel like she probably has better striking than Vidal. This girl's 24, she's young. She's only fought on the regional scene. She's fought in the LFA on her last fight. Yeah, man, she's got strong Muay Thai striking. She's very powerful, but she's very slow and plotting. She's very aggressive, always coming forward, throws very wide, powerful hooks, man, with both hands. Good BJJ, very opportunistic with her subs. You see her with the heel hooks. She always goes for heel hooks. As soon as they go to the ground, she has a nice Kimura. But you see her level of competition. She's fought Carol Rosa. That didn't work out good, but you see the rest of it, it's kind of lower level. She's got this win over Aileen Perez. And she was getting beat in that fight before Perez illegally kneed her in the face for some reason. With like 2 minutes left, she was getting back up from the ground and she took off on her. But she's looked decent, against these lower level girls. She runs through girls with a powerful double leg and her body lock takedowns with these lower level girls. She's very heavy on top with good ground and pound, very heavy ground and pound and submissions. She's fought Perez, like I said, in a phone booth. If you go watch that fight, man, them girls fought in it was a phone booth. That was like the littlest cage I've ever seen in my life. It was a messed up fight. Perez just kept legally hitting her, dude. She's not very technical at all, though. She's very hittable. She slows after the first round her last fight. Easy to reverse on her takedowns. When she goes for takedowns, she can be reversed. But she's very dangerous, man. I don't know why she's the favorite, to be honest here. I think Ramona Pascual has shown enough in her fights that she's a talent, that she's good. She's got the UFC experience, and she's going to be a little bigger. She's 2 inches taller, and I don't know what her reach is going to be, but yeah, I like Pascual as the underdog here. I'm going to take Pascual. I'm going to take her by decision. But as long as she don't get heel hooked, she should be on top in the wrestling exchanges, and I think she can easily win this fight. Next fight is going to be a good one, man. We got it's in the men's lightweight division. We got Marco Madsen versus Grant Dawson. Marco Madsen is 12-0, currently sitting at plus 185. Grant Dawson 18-1, currently sitting at minus 220, man. And Mark Madsen, you see here, 38 years old. He just turned 38. Olympic level wrestler, man. Olympic silver medalist in Greco-Roman. Really good clinch, uppercuts, and knees. Some nice, powerful leg kicks. Really nice uppercuts. I like that. You seen against you seen down here against Clay Guida. He was hitting him with some nice uppercuts. We dirty box, grab the head, hit him with some rabbit punches, all that kind of stuff. He's got like them nice uppercuts, but he's a meat and potato fighter. He's got really good wrestling. He's got decent jiu-jitsu, good, body lock. He's a Greco-Roman guy, so he wants to grab you and slam you. But pretty good takedown defense himself, pretty good get-up game. He did good against Vince Pichel here, out-wrestled him, out-grappled him in the third round, and was doing good in the striking, to be honest, man. It was a very close fight, though. He's 38 years old. He can be slow and stiff in the striking. He couldn't take down Clay Guida because of Clay Guida's lateral movement and stuff. He just could not get a hold of him to take him down. Let's see. Pichel almost got a calf slicer on him in the first round, and he got taken down one time by Pichel. But definitely, it seems like he slows just a tiny bit after 2 rounds, but he's tough and he keeps fighting through it, you know. This is definitely going to be the toughest guy he's fought. Grant Dawson, 18-1, KGD. His striking's improved since he's joined ATT, man. He left Glory Fitness, went down to ATT, and his striking's getting better. His cardio looks like he's getting better. He's got really good wrestling, good single leg, double, and body lock takedowns. He's got excellent BJJ with his transitions and subs. He finished 16 of his 18 wins, 12 subs. I don't think he's going to get a sub here. When he takes the back, he can eat the whole round. If he gets Madsen down, man, like you've seen with Gordon, you've seen with Narimani, Minner. Actually, Minner almost got him, but Trezano, he was able to hold him down, take him down, work him until he was able to get that submission in the second round. But he's good, man. His cardio's improving, like I said. He's a good, well-rounded fighter, but his striking, you know, is suspect. Leandro Santos was out striking him till he got that hammer fist knockout with 1 second left in the third. Striking's definitely, you know, it's not that good. I think that Marco Madsen's going to have better striking. I think this is a short notice fight for him, but I'm sure he was in shape. But Madsen was supposed to fight somebody else in the last card. They got called off, and then Grant Dawson stepped in. But he's gassed really bad in fights before, and his striking's still a work in progress. And I don't know if he can't get the takedown, if he's going to be able to beat Marco Madsen. I think Madsen will have better striking. The only difference in this fight is the jiu-jitsu, man. So I don't really want to, especially I wouldn't play him at the odds, but I'm going to take Grant Dawson to win a very, very, very close fight. I don't think he's going to look 220 at all, but I do think that him being a little bigger, you know, he's going to be 2 inches taller. I think that his wrestling, where he might be able to latch on and take the back, control some rounds on Marco Madsen. But, dude, I would not bet this fight at all. Marco Madsen could definitely beat him. So I Grant Dawson by decision, but I'm not confident on that at all. I just like the younger guy with, you know, everything else seems to be pretty even, but I will take the jiu-jitsu of Dawson. But I'll take the striking Madsen. That's a tough fight, man. I would stay away from that fight, to be honest, unless the value's on the underdog there for sure. So dog or pass. But next fight is in the men's lightweight or flyweight division. We got Tagir Ulanbekov versus Nate Maness. Tagir Ulanbekov is 13-2, currently sitting at -180. Nate Maness is 14-2, currently sitting at +150, and Nate Maness is dropping down to 125 for the first time. So hopefully he makes weight and everything goes good. But as we've been knowing, man, people that are dropping down from 135 to 125 do not look good when they do it. Cody Garbrandt, TJ Dillashaw, there's more. The list goes on. Yeah, man, Tagir, good Dagestan wrestling. He's a Dagestan wrestling guy. He's got pretty decent kickboxing, though. His striking ain't bad at all. He's got powerful leg kicks, decent hands, very active sub game when he's on top or off his back. He's got a nice jab, and he's got a pretty solid straight right down the pipe, man. Good body lock takedowns, good hip toss takedowns. He can shoot in, though. He can shoot a double and a single. Good cardio, good toughness. Dude's durable. It's tough Dagestani guy. I don't know if he's as good as some of these other Dagestan guys, but he is good. And excuse me, he's gonna be he's good size for this division. Even though Nate Maness is gonna be a monster at 5'10, 72 inches, Tagir is 5'7, 70-inch reach. So it's only 3 inches less of height, but Tagir is a big 125 or so. I don't think Maness's size is going to matter here. Tagir could be on a 3-fight losing streak, though, man. If you go back and watch these fights, Bruno Silva might have been able to get that nod. Alan Nascimento probably could have got that nod. And Tim Elliott, I thought he'd beat him. Tim Elliott was cheating every way he could. So, but it is what it is. But yeah, man, I like Tagir, dude. Very hittable. He can be taken down himself when he's fighting other good grapplers like Tim Elliott, Nascimento, or Bruno Silva, because them guys, all three of them are good wrestlers, but that's not Nate Maness. Nate Maness, man, good boxing with good power, really nice 1-2 with some pop, pretty good takedown defense against anybody not named Nurmagomedov. But yeah, man, dropping down to 125 is very scary. Everybody we've seen do that lately is just not look good. But yeah, man, good wrestling, takedown defense. Showed good takedown defense against Sanders. Not against Munoz, not too bad, but when he's taken down, he was controlled. But Nurmagomedov, when he took him down, man, he just controlled him. But Nate Maness, good counter left hook is phenomenal. That's what he hurt Sanders with. That's what he hurt and KO'd Gravely with. Very tough and durable. You've seen Sanders and Gravely both had him really hurt really bad, and he survived that, came back to get the win. Good in the pocket in a firefight, and he's tough with good power, great cardio. I don't know how the weight cut will affect him. I don't know how his cardio is going to hold up at 125. And I don't really like these cuts to 125. And when he gets taken down, he cannot get back up. And Tagir's gonna be able to take him down, man. I'm taking Tagir. I feel really comfortable with him. I really like the over in this too. I think it goes over, but I might put a bet on Tagir. I'm not 100% yet. I would like the price to be at like 160, minus 160 is minus 175, minus 180 now. But I got Tagir. I think he's gonna be able to get the takedowns. I think he'll be able to hold Maness down and get that win. And it might even, Maness's cardio might not even hold up at 125, or he might take a body shot and get hurt. Maness has been finished by body shot by Taylor Lapalisse. Before, you see right down here, side kick to the body. And that could definitely happen at 125 because, he's a skinny guy to begin with, dude. And then to get down to 125 is wild. So, but we'll see, man. We'll see. I got Tagir in that one. Next fight is in the men's bantamweight division. We got Mario Bautista versus Benito Lopez. Mario Bautista is 10-2, currently sitting at minus 235. Benito Lopez is 10-1, currently sitting at plus 200. Man, Mario Bautista, dude, I really like this kid. This kid is really good. 29 years old, coming into his prime right now. Just has been looking good, and all his fights was looking good against Trevin Jones to cut that lead uppercut. Really good at switching stances and kickboxing, man. He's powerful, really good feints and movements, very fast, very hard to time. He uses it to pressure guys and kind of slow them down, because he's just putting pressure on them with feints, movement. That doesn't even have to be throwing punches to flinch him and all that. Really nice boxing, fast, powerful hands, good flying knees. He got Miles Johns with it. He was hitting Jay Perrin with some of them. Good power knees to the body in the clinch. He's been showing good offensive and defensive wrestling. He's sitting in the Kelleher fight, man. He took him down. Excellent jiu-jitsu, was able to transition and get that rear naked choke in the first round and made it look easy. Really fast and explosive. Carries that all through 3 rounds, man. He looked great against John's parents and Kelleher, and he was looking good against Trevin Jones until, like I said, he got caught. He got caught in an exchange. That's about the only thing bad. Good level of competition, good wins, very, very, very tough. He had Sandhagen hurt before he was caught in that armbar. And here's where he is fighting Benito Lopez, who has not fought in 3 years and 3 months. You've seen his last fight. It was against Vince Morales in 2019. He's got really good kickboxing with a variety of kicks. He's throwing push kicks, teeth kicks, powerful leg kicks. He's got a good variety. He throws a ton of leg kicks and push kicks, active BJJ off his back, nice flying knees and knees in the clinch, but he's not all that powerful, man. He hasn't fought in 3 years and 3 months. He's been selling real estate, doesn't use his hands that much. He's really just a kicker that's not all that powerful. You see his fights, he goes the decision a lot. He got the doctor stoppage there. He did stop Jordan Newsom strikes, but Jordan Newsom's so small. But yeah, man, you see decision, guillotine choke against these low-level guys. But as you get up here, and I thought he lost to Vince Morales when I watched the fight live, and I rewatched it for this. He lost. Manny Bermudez was able to just pick him up, muscle him to the ground, and choke him out. And I think that's what's going to happen here, man. The 3-month layoff. He looks like I've looked at his Instagram and stuff. He looks like he's aged more. I don't know why he was off, but I am definitely taking Mario Bautista here, and I'm going to take Mario Bautista by finish. I'm going to take him by sub. I think he can take him down and sub him pretty easy. So that's what I'm going to go with. Next fight is in the men's heavyweight division. We got Jailton Almeida versus Maxine Grishin, man. Jailton Almeida is 17-2, currently sitting at minus 700. Maxine Grisham's 32-9-2, currently sitting at plus 500. And yeah, man, with Jailton Almeida, this dude likes to come in and just goon people, pick them up, take them down, choke them out. He's got excellent wrestling, excellent power blast, double power body lock takedowns. He's got world-class BJJ. His subs are sick. His top control is super tight. He uses wrist control to advance position, to ground and pound guys. Once he ground and pounds them, they give up their back. That's when he usually chokes them out. When he's on top, he's got very, very powerful hammer fists and elbows from mount. He's finished all 17 in his wins in under 1.5 rounds. All 3 of his UFC wins are in the first round. This guy is a phenom and maybe the biggest prospect on the roster besides like Shavkat and Hamzat. He could slow down if you don't get the early finishes, and he was KO'd in 16 seconds early in his career back here. He was KO'd right here. You see KO'd in 16 seconds. And yeah, man, he comes out and really just goons guys. Like I said, Anton Turkalov, that guy was on short notice. He came out, kept taking him down. But yeah, man, it's going to be interesting to see this fight because Maxine Grisham is no punk, man. I think this is the best fighter he's fought by far. Maxine Grisham's fought at heavyweight. They're fighting at heavyweight. He's fought at heavyweight before. Maxine Grisham, really good kickboxing, really powerful right hand. You've seen him drop Jacoby's, dropped a couple other people. He's got some KO wins. He's got pretty good movement for a big man. He's really shown good takedown defense, dude. I went back. That's what I wanted to see. Even against William Knight, William Knight's so strong and explosive that he was able to grab him and take him down. But Maxine was able to reverse it and get up pretty easy. Then he was able to stop all takedowns from Antigulov, and then Tybura could not get him down to the third round. He fought Tybura on short notice at heavyweight when he's a 205er, and that's the thing that kind of worries me in this fight is if you watch that, Tybura is a good wrestler, good heavyweight wrestler. You know that's coming in about 255 then, and he could not take Maxine Grisham down. He's not young. He's not a phenom. He slows down as the fight goes, and he's very low output. Yeah, man. I mean, look, here's another thing. If you look at Grisham, dude, he hasn't been choked out. That's not really the way to take him down and just choke him out. Like you see, the last time he was choked out was like 13 years ago or something like that. Rear naked choke in 2011. So, you know, yeah, almost 13 years ago. 12 and a half years ago was the last time he was choked out. And Jailton Almeida, dude, if he comes out here and takes down Maxine a couple times, Maxine's a big, thick dude, and Maxim's able to get up, you know, keep getting up and working up, dude. I could see Jailton Almeida gassing himself out and not getting the win, dude. To be honest, I kind of like the over 1.5 rounds, which sounds crazy because all his fights going over that. But I'm going to go with Jailton Almeida. I'm going to go with him to get a second round finish. I don't know if it's early or late, but I'm going to think that eventually he wears on Grisham, gasses him out, and gets either a ground and pound or a submission win. And I'm going to take that in a second, but I don't know if it's going to go over or under. And I don't think there's any value on Almeida at minus 700 in this fight because, like I said, dude, if he can't get the takedowns, he's going to get outstruck by Maxine Grisham. Next fight is the co-main event. We have Neil Magny versus Daniel Rodriguez. Neil Magny's 26-9, currently sitting at minus 120. Daniel Rodriguez is 17-2, currently sitting at plus 100. Now, this was a short notice fight for Daniel Rodriguez a couple weeks ago, and then he got some type of infection where he stepped in a short notice, and then they pushed it back a couple weeks, which is probably good. But yeah, man, this is going to be a scrap. Good scrap for 170. Neil Magny, really well-rounded veteran with really good cardio. You see in all of his fights as something he uses against people other than guys called Shavkat. Really nice clinch with good strikes, or he can use the takedown. He's got a good clinch up against the cage. He's got a really nice long jab that he sets up most of his combos with. I love that. Excellent top control and ground and pound when he gets on top. Really good cardio, really good at pushing the pace, really good at tiring guys out. He's been doing it his whole career. Wins over Robbie Lawler, Jinh Liang. He was able to do it. Carlos Condit, to all these guys, just basically out cardio him and outwork him. Just consistently working, clinching, wrestling, striking. Very tough, excellent cardio and pace, pressure. He overwhelms guys, man. And I don't know if he's going to be able to do that here, but that's what he does. And he's got some good wins, man. You see him gets that win over Max Griffin. Just what is that, a year and a half ago, he had the win over Jeff Neal, you know, which is aging really, really well. So Neil Magny is a good, dangerous fighter, man. I don't think Daniel Rodriguez is beating Jeff Neal at all. Daniel Rodriguez, though, man, excellent boxing with fast hands and power. Really good jab. You've seen that against Jinh Liang in that third round. He started piecing him up with that jab. It's fast, accurate, has some pop. Really nice right hook and check left hook. That's what he knocked Means. Well, he dropped Means and then choked him out. But you see, man, he was able to hit Preston Parsons with it. He's good, man. He's got really good boxing, really good leg kick when he wants to throw him, but he doesn't throw him that much. He's got pretty good takedown and clinch defense, good punching to the head and the body, KO power in both hands. But he really wants to pitter-patter you up. You know, Kevin Lee, you've seen it. He landed all them strikes against Gabe Green, was able to knock out Dwight Grant. He got hurt really, really bad in that fight, though. But he's pretty one-dimensional. He really only boxes. He's untested against the grappler with pace like Neil Magny. Seems to be kind of slow except for the jab, and he doesn't check low kicks. So everything to me in this fight, experience, everything is favoring Magny, you know. So with the grappling advantage, I think that he'd be able to work that on on Rodriguez, you know, tire him out, grapple him up against the cage. So I'm going to take Magny. I'm going to take him by decision because he doesn't finish anybody. But yeah, man, give me Magny in that fight by decision, and I'm not going to be betting it. We are to the main event. Marina Rodriguez versus Amanda Lemos. Marina Rodriguez is 16-1-2, currently sitting at minus 205. Amanda Lemos is 12-2-1, currently sitting at plus 175. And it's going to be a good fight. You see, both these girls are 35 years old. They're like, what, three weeks? They were born 3 weeks apart. So it seems like Rodriguez is the younger, fresher girl, but they're the same age. Same size, except Marina's 2 inches taller. Marina Rodriguez, man, excellent Muay Thai. She's a Muay Thai striker, world-class Muay Thai striker. She's got long, powerful Muay Thai striking. She's good boxing with fast combos, and she throws in combos, and she throws straight, or she can throw hooks, you know, and with really good power, super fast right hand, straight or overhand, really nice low calf kicks, really good forward pressure and aggression when she wants to use it. Showing pretty good takedown defense in most of her fights. She was taken down against Mackenzie Dern. She was taken down against Hebos and controlled the whole first round, but got that finish in the second. And then Carla Esparza was able to take her down a couple times, even though she was beating her up before that when they were standing up. But she's got good elbows in the clinch. She can be taken down and controlled, though. She's got a terrible get-up game. She's 35 years old herself. She's gone to decision in 13 of her last 11 of her last 13 fights have gone to decision. You see, I know she seems dangerous, but you see all these decisions, man. You see them all decision. There's 2 finishes. There's one of them, and up here. So she's not all that dangerous to me. She seems slower and older in the Yan fight, man. When I watched that Xian Yan fight, she looked a little older. Like, even her face looked older, and she looked a little slower. I'm not going to lie, man. Her opponent, Amanda Lemos, excellent Muay Thai striking herself. Both these girls are Muay Thai strikers out of Brazil. Lemos has an excellent jab with some power, man. She literally Souza, she dropped power jab to ground and pound. Like, she was dropping her with jabs, man. You see right here, 35-second knockout over Ruiz with the counter right. She has excellent front kicks to the face with power. She hit Hill with that, dropped her. Really powerful leg and body kicks, real power in her straight and overhand right. Good offensive and defensive grappling, better than Rodriguez in my opinion. She would definitely have the speed and power advantage in this fight, man. The only place that I see that Rodriguez honestly has the advantage is maybe cardio. But other than that, dude, Lemos, like, she seems to slow after 2 rounds, but that seemed only like in the Angela Hill fight. And I think it was because she went for the finish in that first round when she dropped her with that head kick, dropped her with that front kick right to the face, and then went for the finish, and then seemed to slow down really bad. But against Watterson, she looked strong in that second round. She looked like she still had good energy, you know what I mean? And even against Hill in the third round, she came back, and that's how she won that fight. By coming back and winning that third round, man. So she can be hittable when overextended in her combos. But man, I really blame that gassing out that bad on in the Hill fight to going for the stoppage. I think that Amanda Lemos is more dangerous everywhere in this fight. I think that both these girls do the same thing. I think Lemos is faster. I think she hits harder. She's more dangerous. She has the better ground game. I'm going to go with Amanda Lemos, man. I don't know how she gets it done, but I think that she's better than Marina Rodriguez. I think that if she doesn't gas out, I think that she hits harder. I think she, like I said, she has the grappling advantage. She has the power advantage. She could finish Marina Rodriguez in that first round. She could finish her in the second round. You've seen her chokes against Watterson. She's more dangerous, and they do the same thing. And if she don't gas, she's gonna win this fight. If she don't gas, she's better everywhere. I feel like so. Yeah, give me the big underdog between these 2 girls. I don't got a bet in on it or nothing, but I like Lemos in this fight. Like I said, I think that Rodriguez looked a little old in her last fight against Zan, and I thought she lost that fight too. So yeah, man, that's this card. Hopefully, you know, they get the judging figured out, and it'll be a lot cooler. Hopefully, knock on wood, nobody blows out their knee or any kind of weird injury on this card. Good luck to everybody. Everybody, please check me out. Wednesday night, I'll be live on Johnny K Picks channel for our live show. Thursday, I'll drop my official bets video. So you look there and get all my official bets for this card. And then Friday, I'll be doing the worth the wait. So check me out for all that. I appreciate you guys all hanging out. Please hit that like and subscribe button right now. Drop me a comment so it helps the algorithm so I can get some more subscribers and stuff. So I appreciate everybody. Appreciate y'all watching my stuff. Good luck this weekend. I'll see you guys.